Guys, I'm gonna say this before we get on that going. I had this expectation that I knew that trucking was not gonna be easy. Being out here on the road, without going home, having a place to go every so often. Definitely knew it's not gonna be easy.
Tell them run it up. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turn to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this.
Destination in a half mile.
Baymax, do you copy?
What's up, guys? Good morning. Welcome to another video. Welcome to the channel. We are in Eden, Colorado already this morning, making our way up to this load, going to Washington, as you guys know. Step back here a little bit because it's a little loud over there. But in this video, we're not going to talk about on the way. I wanted to share, as you saw in the title, it's not easy being out here, and kind of open up myself to you guys a little bit more on our journey being out here as a truck driver. Like you guys hear a lot, this is it's not a job, it's a lifestyle. It can be a job if you're local, if you go home every day, if you work for a local company. But for Ashley and I, this is a lifestyle. So do want to share a little bit about that on this particular video as we go. But we'll do some trucking in the middle of that, about that. All right, so right now we're fueling. I'm gonna top it off here because it's the cheapest fuel we're gonna find on the way up. So I'm gonna be a little bit more conservative on how much fuel I put in. So I use probably a little over half of a tank of the fuel that we filled up in outside Laredo and Natalia, Texas right now. And we ran approximately 1,000 miles. So I'm gonna fill it up here, put a little more depth, and then we'll be a little more careful going up on that. So that's kind of the trucking part of what's going on right now. Everything looks good, straps are good, load's good. It rained last night in Colorado. Sorry, it gets a little loud. I got a neighbor and he has his truck on. Well, looks like we're pretty much almost done here. So let me finish filling and we'll get into the topic. By no means, guys, I'm gonna say this before we get on that going. I had this expectation that I knew that trucking was not gonna be easy. Being out here on the road, without going home, having a place to go every so often. Definitely knew it's not gonna be easy. Watching this thing make sure I don't fall off. I had it done before. We're done. But I knew it was not gonna be easy. But I can tell you the truth that there are times it's been a little bit harder than I thought, mentally, emotionally, and sometimes physically. So just to start with that before I get into a little bit more about what I share on this video. All right. We are in Aurora, Colorado. It's been a long time since we've been up here. There's a Walmart here to my left, shopping center, and they have some truck spots. So hopefully we'll take our 30 here. Got something to eat. Hopefully we'll find a spot. Here to park in for about 30 minutes. Right here on the left side, we gotta go around.
Turn left in 620 feet.
There's a couple of spots there, so. Spying on people to my left, so we'll see how courteous they want to be. Take a wide. Shopping center, Best Buy. I think that's quite a few little places here. So if you're doing your 30 or even your 10, you just gotta come early enough because a lot of people in this area know about this spot.
Destination on the left side, Walmart Supercenter.
here. Where you going, little car? Just a... I'm gonna stay out here. What's up, Wolfpack? So we stopped here. We were quick to take out 30. But back to the topic at hand, I was saying, you know, not every week is an easy week. We've had some tough weeks, not necessarily trucking or doing our job of being out here. But
Nyla, come here.
But
Come here now.
sorry guys, she gets a little too creative, wanting to go too far. We're next to the street, so sidewalk, but it's next to the street. We had some tough weeks. Just emotionally, we sometimes miss having a place, and just being able to, you know, have a place to call home, and being able to go do what most of you guys do: go home and spend time with family and friends and hang out and just chillax. Like I like to say, you know, it gets, from time to time we get those moments that we want to have a place, and we have thought about and discussed several times about whether we want to rent a place and just have a place so we can go. But we get close into it, to looking at it, and then we just, you know, think about the future, think about what we really want and what the goal of being out here all this time is, and is, you know, having our own property and build a house and all that, not just anything. So, and instead of spending that money on a rental place, we want to save as much as we can. So, but it gets tough from time to time. So if you're thinking, you know, being out here OTR and just being on the road, you know, once at a time is easy. Well, a lot of YouTubers like myself, I know sometimes I make it look easy and the video looks easy and it's happy, and I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, we enjoy it. We enjoy doing it, but they're in between days and times, and that, you know, you see everybody else just doing their thing. You see everybody else, you know, hanging out or having their place, you know, having a car and just going wherever outside of trucking, and we want that. But we just don't want a small thing. So, you know, emotionally can get frustrating because it takes time. And we're going on 2 years. And like I tell you guys, the rookies that are coming in, you know, the first year is pretty much just gaining experience. That first year, it almost don't count at all. You're barely, not saying barely making it, but you make okay money, but really not the greatest. I mean, the average rookie that comes out here, unless you get lucky, you know, there are exceptions to the rule, and I know a few people that have been those exceptions, but the average is expecting between 40 and 60 your first year, and that depends what company you're getting with and how hard you work. Some people make, I've heard a lot of people that make less than 40 on their first year, and that's gross to you. That's not even touching taxes or benefits. You know, after all it was said and done, my first year with Melton, even though I was out 4 months because of the bullet issue, injury in my leg, but outside of that, my W-2 was $22,000. So 4 more months, you know, what, I probably would have broken the 40 to the 50, close to the 50, the way I ran, the way I run, but you know, probably would have hit an average of 35, and that's gross. That's not what I took home. That's gross. So, you know, your first year is really just gaining experience to be able to open doors for other places that you might want to be, unless again you get lucky. So if you're one of those, hey, awesome for you. But for those that are looking to get in, just know that it gets tough. And you want to share something from your side? Because she's quiet right here, but I'm doing it on purpose while she was here. But I'll let you think about it for a second, because she don't like me putting her on the spot, but I still did it again. That's because I wake up early, so my brain's thinking 3 hours before she gets up. But it's tough, you know. It gets tough. It's not. We're not giving up or nothing, but I just want to show, you know, tell the reality that it's tough being out here. And for those guys that have been or are, you know, supporting the channel, and you watch this and you've been out here, I know how you feel. You know, it's not easy. And if you meet somebody who's, you know, spends months at a time out, it's not easy. Before I let her say something, because I'm sure she's thinking about it, you know, just an example, when I first got a chance to take my son with me, and he was out for what, a week?
Yeah.
Just about a week. You know, one of the things that I did appreciate, at least a little lesson that he got, is that when I dropped him off, he said, okay, now I understand why you miss us so much when you're out and you come here and you're all excited for seeing us. Yeah, because you know, missing family, missing the kids, and just being us two. As much as we love each other, we enjoy our time, but we want more, and that's normal. But we're making the sacrifice, and that's what we're pushing.
Yeah. I mean, you said everything. It takes a lot of sacrifice, and and if you're a passenger, it's even harder, to be honest. It's not easy to just hang out in the truck all day, every day, and if you don't have enough to do, or, you know, I'm trying to keep up with writing my books and, you know, that kind of stuff, but even that is you can only do that for so long. So it's just, I mean, I'm lucky that I'm pretty self-entertained and easily
She likes video games.
I can play video games for 12 hours and be totally fine, but still, you know, I went from working and doing my own thing and having my own money and all that to riding. So, I mean, we've been taking more time off in the last couple of months than we have.
Yeah.
In pretty much the entire year. Last year, we've already taken more time off, and we just
and we shouldn't have.
The other night,
we shouldn't have.
Too much.
There's some of that time off that I think, in my mindset, because she leaves me those decisions to fun stuff most of the time. But you know, I think
I'm a money saver, and he's not. So
I save money. I don't save as much as she would. Probably.
He just saw the numbers the other night, and now he's
last night to be. Yeah, and we'll get to that. I'll tell you guys that. A little parenthesis here. I'll tell you guys that I don't want to discuss numbers, but I know that a lot of you guys need to see some numbers so you can understand reality and there's not BS. So we'll get into that later.
Private message.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't want to publish. I don't know. I don't want things too public, but
we'll do some
but
numbers.
We were justifying it because we're like, well, people go home every weekend. You know, there's people out here, especially with the company, that people go home every weekend and spend time with their families and, you know, all that. And so we're like, so we can, you know, take a couple of days off every other weekend, or 4 or 5 days off every other weekend, and have some fun. But for what we want to do, it's costing us. And these last couple of months of us just even taking every other week, every 3 weeks.
Every 3 weeks, yeah.
It's been, and we've taken anywhere from 4 to 7 days off every 3 weeks, and that's too much. Yeah. So
it's too much for what we want to do, and too much because we don't have a place. So if we had a place, you guys go home, yeah, you can take that time off, but you're not paying anything different than what you're used to.
We have to pay for a hotel, and, you know, the extra cost of food and living, and, you know, that kind of stuff.
And it adds up quick. It adds up quick.
I mean, we've essentially probably been paying like we've had a place.
Yeah. Just
taking every 3 weeks off, it's probably come out to about the same as if we were paying rent every month, and that's exactly what we don't want to be doing. Otherwise, it's going to take us forever to get a home, which is the goal, a home. So
yeah, and you guys will get to see all that. You know, subscribe to the channel if you want to see the journey. But just want to share that, and you know, I'm glad she's out. She spoke, but
I did. I talked.
Yeah,
so.
she talked. But just wanted to share that. I just feel just sharing the reality and letting you guys a little bit more into our heads being out here. You know, we totally enjoy doing the truck and doing, you know, I totally enjoy showing you guys the how-tos as far as flatbed as I learn them. I'm not an expert. That's why this is a rookie channel. I will continue to be a rookie all my life because you're always learning. But experience is what, you know, I want to share with you guys. So that's what this channel is about. But it's our journey as well in trucking. And you know, we got friends and we got people that we met through the company, through the channel, through Instagram, that, you know, ask about how it is to be out here. You know, hey, my wife wants to come, you know, how would she feel? And I've had people that, you know, I just give her the phone and let her talk to them on her side of things. But you know, sometimes it's very tough if you're thinking about doing this for a long time like we are. Save money, it's tough, even being out for a few months at a time. For some people, when you got family at home, it's, you know, tough for your relationships. You know, our relationships have dimmed down our circle, you know, a lot, and pretty much to the family that we go visit. That's about it. You know,
and
for
our
my
new
kids.
YouTube friends.
Yeah, and the YouTube friends.
Chris and Jorge.
Yeah, and you know, a couple of Mark here and the company and stuff that you guys are gonna see in one of the videos. But yeah, I mean, that's the time we got, and that's what we do. But you know, we keep our head up, and I appreciate all the support. But if you've been out here, if you've done it, you know, comment below what you think. How do you handle it? If you stay on the road like we do, I would like to know, you know, what you guys do. How do you handle it? How many times you go home and things like that, or whatever you think, or supporting comments if you do. I would definitely appreciate it. Didn't want to make this video as a sad video per se, because it's not, but I just wanted to share that.
No, it's not
you know,
sad. It's just reality.
Yeah, the reality is that it's tough being out here for about 1.5 years now without having a place. And, you know, not a place to call home yet. But
and then when we do go home, it's like
yeah,
going to the west sucks.
Yeah, coming to the west, and what we call home west, because that's where we came from when we started.
And that's where your kids are at. And
my
stuff.
kids
so that's
and
always
her
going to be
nana.
home base.
Yeah.
But you know, going to Texas is a lot easier, and that's where we have family. We have family in Florida, which is also way easier to get to and get out of.
That's why this trip was a little harder to get to. And the season changes, you know, you never know. It's not 100% knowing, you know, I'm going to go from point A, point B to the city. I'm going to get something from there straight out.
Yeah, we learned that.
I mean, the one place that I do know is Laredo. I know, like I said on the last video, from Laredo, yeah, you can find loads going pretty much anywhere. But you have to get there as well. So that's just kind of the deal. But coming west is different. This is our first time to Colorado, I'll say. So
since winter.
Since winter time, right? Yeah. Since February, maybe, that I've been through here. Yeah. So since February, it's our first time coming this side to Northwest. We have to be back here for a wedding, well, Washington for a wedding in around October. And after that, we're not coming back. We're not coming back unless we decide to go to Sacramento, but that's going to be through LA or whatever. But we're definitely not coming back this way.
No more winter driving.
No more heavy winter driving. I mean, we'll probably catch some, but no heavy. But anyway, with that said, just wanted to share that, guys. Again, we appreciate the support on the channel. We'll continue to share more about ourselves, and you guys, you know, answer you guys' questions when you guys comment. You guys got questions about what it is to be out here, comment below. When you guys, you know, recently been asking them, you know, about questions about Ashley or things that she, you know, that I get her to say, and you guys comment below, or if what it is, she always sees them. I share with them, and if it's something that I need her to respond instead of me respond, you know, I'll give her the phone and have her respond to you guys and let you guys know that it's her and not me responding.
You can probably tell.
Yeah, you can probably tell because I'm very short and quick. most of the
I tell him
time.
he's rude sometimes.
Yeah, she tells me I'm rude sometimes.
I'm like, that sounds so rude.
That sounds so rude. It's
It
just,
is,
I'm just
no.
being straightforward.
Oh my gosh.
Straightforward, not cookie cutter.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna end this video here, guys. We're gonna continue on the road. Like I said, we're gonna drive about 3 more hours today, and we'll have about 8 hours to drive tomorrow before we start our recaps, and we'll continue that on the next video. So again, thanks for watching, thanks for the support, Wolfpack, and we'll see you in the next one. Wolf Rider out.
Bye.
All right.